Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the
body punching?
I was hitting him with body punching. I heard him actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Gibbs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time. Absolutely, but I knew you were tough and taking those punches.
Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another spontaneous edition. This is going to be really, really quick. So if you're going to call in, you better call in rapidly because we're going to get in and out. We want to clear some rumors up or actually discuss them a little further. And the rumor in question obviously is this Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Conor McGregor fight. Is it more a reality than we thought? Something I'll kick back and forth with my co-hosts and some new information that we have discovered, courtesy of one of our patrons. I believe it was Rob that sent it in. So let me head on out to the Golden State and get this done.
ThaBoxingvoice Productions.
This is a beautiful performance against a very tough guy in Michael Johnson. How do you feel about it?
Fuck that. Conor McGregor.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You know me, Larry. From a wicked entrance, from a flip over the rope into a knockout. When the main thing is, I just hope the guy, I wish.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yes, it's here. Haters beware. We got the odds out. We got a rumor co-main event for this fight. I really don't know what to think about Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, or Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Conor McGregor, I should say, since he's the A side. There's a lot of things going on with this fight. A lot of weird behind the scenes negotiations that have been taking place. That it's really hard to get a feel for whether this is happening, whether this is for real. But man, I mean, if the rumor is true that Eddie Hearn went on Sky Sports and said that he is trying to get Nathan Cleverly, Badou Jack on the undercard of Mayweather McGregor, then it adds a little more substance to it, that we're getting real fights on this card, and that there are negotiations, there are talks of these real fighters, these real fights, in a sense, partaking in this event, this entertainment spectacle, which is what it really is. But then we have the odds coming out, which I think is just disrespectful to guys like Joseph Parker, who is a larger underdog against guys like maybe Anthony Joshua than Conor McGregor is against Floyd Mayweather. A lot of shenanigans happening. Don't know where to sort of place my opinions in my head at right now. Can't wait to chop it up with you, Ness, and the callers.
Yeah, I mean, some people are not happy that we're even discussing this topic. But Badou Jack was mentioned by Mayweather on a live Showtime telecast. He said it in passing. So it was really up to you to believe whether or not. He was like, oh, I don't know if McGregor Mayweather's going to happen, but if it did, Badou Jack's definitely on the undercard. And now here we are with more rumors. So that's really why we're back. I mean, if the pieces are starting to fit and we're starting to match together a puzzle, we have to discuss it. You can't leave out the 2 weeks ago, Oscar De La Hoya was on some form of ESPN or Sports Center pleading to the world not to buy Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather, and instead choose the real fight in Triple G Canelo. Why is he planting the seed in the minds of the boxing public if this is not true? If it's a sham and this is, false.
Smoke and mirrors. There's no way Oscar would make a statement on it.
Because you guys are kind of coming at us like, don't shoot the messenger. We're just telling you what's out here. So listen, luckily for you, my co-hosts at night gets dressed like an MMA fighter and knows a lot about the sport. So he can tell us, because I know that Dana White, I don't know why, because I just read headlines, but Dana White and Oscar had some sort of exchange and Oscar took the high road. So fill us in on, again, another piece of the puzzle. Why would Dana White be mad at Oscar? I'm assuming it's because Oscar's putting out this letter telling the world not to buy this fight. But again, you're the UFC, MMA, Bellator, and
yeah, whatever. I know you don't want to dwell on that too long, but here's the summary of Dana White and what he is to play in this entire thing, this situation. He has zero ownership in the UFC anymore. Zero. The WME-ING entertainment firm owned the UFC pretty much completely, from what I know. I think they bought out Flash Entertainment's 15% ownership. But anyways, digressing. So Dana White is a mouthpiece for the real owners. He is there to put out public storylines to either confuse the public, try to move the public in a certain direction on perception. That is what he is there for. So when WME hears Oscar going shit on this fight, which is their attempt to make some of their revenue back from the $4 billion buyout of the UFC, because that's the only reason why the UFC wants this fight. So Dana White gets sent out there to basically talk shit on Oscar and sort of save the UFC's image. Again, I don't put much stock in what anything Dana White says, and neither should you. He's like a Bob Arum. He's like any sort of promoter in the sense that you can't trust them. And Dana White, you cannot trust almost the most. So whatever he says in public about this fight, I would ignore it completely. And that is my hot take on Dana White.
So again, you being more of an expert in the MMA stuff than me, you got the pieces. Are you formulating a puzzle with these pieces, or is it still too soon?
No, I think I said it a little bit ago. I don't know, maybe 2 months ago, a month ago, that it's time to stop thinking this fight's not just a fantasy fight that's not ever going to happen. Like, there are actual negotiations happening. I know for a fact Conor McGregor and the UFC side has come to terms on what they're going to propose to Mayweather. That was sort of the first step. But again, that's one step in a million steps. So this fight still has a ways to go. How long that takes, I have no idea. But they are negotiating. UFC, the money team, like Mayweather Promotions, all these parties are now talking. Whether it comes to fruition, I don't know. But, talking about with the topic of the show as well, Nathan Cleverly, Badou Jack, we have both sides of that fight as well talking about this being on the undercard of Mayweather-McGregor.
Badou Jack tweeted it out, then Cleverly tweeted out and said, look, that's what I want. I'm going to wait on it. Then you got Eddie Hearn as well talking about it. But, if all these signs are pointing at Mayweather-McGregor being a real fight, I'm not even really expecting your response on this one. I'm going to go straight to the sponsors and phone calls and get us out of here. But if all these signs are pointing at this fight being real, I just wonder how real could Anthony Joshua be on the undercard. Keep in mind, Eddie Hearn is the promoter of Nathan Cleverly as well. I don't know. He asked Mayweather. Nope. Mayweather ain't asked Joshua for that. So you can stop saying no. Mayweather ain't say, hey, you should be on my undercard. He said, you should put me on your undercard, Floyd. That's what happened, okay?
Yes.
The video's out there. But
AJ fanboyed out. It happens. Mayweather.
He's intelligent.
Okay.
He's intelligent. Today, Lennox Lewis came out and said that AJ needs to fight in America. What better way to do it? What better way to do it? What better way to do it than on Anthony Joshua undercard? Put Anthony Joshua on undercard of Floyd McGregor.
I mean, make it very clear. Then we can go to the sponsors and the callers. We already have McGregor and Mayweather getting a slice of the pie, and the UFC potentially. We have three entities that want the whole pie getting a percentage of it. AJ ain't getting any of that pie. Sorry.
How do you know that AJ? AJ
deserves more money than what they're going to offer him based off of
rich, bro. AJ's already rich. What if he wants a nice size, decent check, no pay-per-view upside? He just wants the exposure. He's already rich.
I doubt it.
He's young, already rich. Why can't he
doubt
think
it.
for his future? Why can't he cement his future?
Nobody goes in the ring at
This
his
guy's a hater,
stage.
ladies and gentlemen. When you call in, let us know who's a hater and who's not. Whose glass is half empty, whose is half full. That's all I'm saying. This guy, man, I'm telling you. Sponsors, talk to me.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Matty boy, take us to 45 seconds on the clock. We're going to start off with some alumni. It's early over there in Australia.
But no one can stop me, really.
Oh, there's a king croc right there. This croc has enough power in its jaws to whip my ear right off.
Badou Jack Productions.
You gotta be the legend to become a legend.
Honestly, these are unbeatable.
You gotta be the legend to become a legend.
Look, I'm just a big fan of this fight purely because of the build-up. I think not the fight itself, but I think like McGregor and Mayweather will have a lot of words in the build-up. And look, as they say, if it makes money, it makes sense. And we know there's a reason why it's called Floyd Money Mayweather. You know, it's more than likely a reality. I think this is the first step in a lot of steps to happen, but I think it'll all happen, and that's my call.
Alex, I gotta ask you. No comment, huh? You're not gonna give me any tips. Am I young Ali? Did you see my sparring or what?
Yeah, I did, man. I was a big fan. Look, too early to say young Ali, too early, but
yo,
look,
Matt's such a hater. Matt's such a hater. No one called him young Ali, so he's always playing sound bites.
Look, Matt, you got to bulk up a little bit before we compare you to anyone. Right now, you're Roman Gonzalez style, but, you know, like it's not a bad thing. But that's my call, boys, and thanks for all the hard work.
All right, Alex, thanks for calling in. We're going to go out to some more alumni on the line here. Let me get to, hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, later on tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific, we will be having another show that we will be going live, Patreon only, very late in the evening, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And we will be discussing, what's that topic, Matt? I forgot already. Jesus.
The Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev preview show on HBO. We're going to review that.
We're going to review the HBO 24/7 on Ward Kovalev. Very, very good episode. I will say that. I enjoyed it a lot. Ward did take some shots, did he not? But we'll get into details. Let's get out to, like I said, we got some alumni on the line. 45 seconds on that clock.
I told y'all a long time ago, the Kirkland will go down in 3 rounds.
Right hand, down goes Kirkland. Strap me up.
Who's next? I got milk, baby.
Yo, man, will Mayweather McGregor happen? Nobody knows. But what I do know is my ass will be watching it regardless. It's just about entertainment, man. We got to get over it. You know, at this point in Floyd's career, he's giving us a lot of shit to watch, man. So let's just grab some popcorn, sit back and relax, and just enjoy the shit. I'm out.
Milkman, thanks for calling in all the way in Atlanta. We're going back to Atlanta to D. What's up? D, talk to us. Going once, going twice. We're going out to the home of the good Fly Ellie from Denver. What up? Ellie. 303. 303 going once. 303 going twice. New Jersey, talk to us.
Yo, fellas, what's good?
What's up? What's up?
Listen, this fight, you know, people think, and I might have said it before, people think that Pacquiao looks slow against Mayweather. McGregor is going to look slow as hell. But every year, it's just like the movie. It was on cable.
great white hype. Every few years, they need a guy that they think can actually beat the guy. And Mayweather isn't quite the main character in that movie, but certainly Mayweather on one of his worst days. I mean, if McGregor could try to throw punches, you know, on Mayweather's shoulders and his elbows and kind of shit like that, that's the best chance he got. But by the time he finished winding up, Mayweather probably already hit him with a 2 or 3 piece. He's gonna be standing next to him like a fucking ghost, man. That's my call.
I mean, thanks for calling in. You know, Matt, did you notice that they have Floyd as like a 10-1 dog or something like that?
No. Floyd as a 7-1 favorite.
Oh,
not dog. He wasn't the underdog. Come on, what are you talking about?
I was wondering because what I don't get it. So then, so they have Joseph Parker as a better favorite, is what you're saying?
No, they have Joseph Parker as a worst underdog. Conor McGregor is a 7-1 underdog. Joseph Parker is a 10-1 underdog. If he fights Anthony Johnson,
I wouldn't even argue with that, though. I mean,
what? Whoa! Time out! Whoa! Time out! A guy that has never had a pro box,
in
his life, has more of a shot to Vegas odds makers than Joseph Parker, who's a champion. It's a unification.
Yeah, because Joseph Parker, dog, he ain't got no.
No, come on, that's disrespectful. No, don't even say like it's no big deal. Like that. That's some bullshit. That's how Vegas tries to sucker people into making bets and losing money.
I hear you, but Joseph Parker doesn't have any dog in him. McGregor has dog in him.
We don't know that. What do you mean we don't? What do you mean Joseph Parker has no dog in him? We've never seen him have to have dog in him.
We seen enough in that Ruiz fight,
which he won,
and the Razvan fight. Come on, man, get out.
Which he took easy, man. He didn't do shit in that fight.
Yeah, he looked very mediocre.
A sparring match. It was a sparring. Come on, man.
Mediocre.
And we've never seen Conor McGregor fight in a boxing ring or a 12-round fight in our lifetime. And he's going to do it against the greatest of the last 30, 40 years? Come on, man. Like, that's just disrespectful. It's disrespectful not only to Joseph Parker, it's disrespectful to Floyd Mayweather. The only one it's not disrespectful to is McGregor and Joshua. Because Joshua is this beast who can beat everyone, which is just categorically untrue, and presents McGregor as the
they're just banking it off the fact that Conor has suffered more adversity and come back from it. We haven't seen Joseph do anything, bro. But look, let's just get to these callers. You know what I mean? 510, is that Donald?
I don't think so.
510, talk to us. Get that clock. First time caller? 510, first time caller.
Yo, what's up? Yo, 510. This is Joe. First time caller. Joe from the East Bay, 510 from the Bay Area.
Oh, Joe, first time caller. How long you been listening?
Oh, I've been listening for a good minute or so.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get and play this first time caller intro. Introduce yourself to the world. Let them know where you're calling from.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
Joe from the 510 East Bay from Oakland.
Talk to us, Joe. What's on your mind?
So in regards to this whole Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather situation, this fight is going to happen. This is an easy pickup for Floyd Mayweather. This isn't much about legacy. I think he's already seen the abuse that his own uncle, Roger Mayweather, suffered throughout the years. So I'm pretty sure this is an easy pick-em fight for him. Not only that, I mean, granted, think about it this way. Floyd Mayweather, he has a PhD pretty much in marketing. Look at McGregor's pay-per-view sales over the past few fights already. Match that with Mayweather's pay-per-view sales as well, dude. I mean, dude, it's a pay-per-view wet dream right there. Now the whole thing with Anthony Joshua being on the undercard, I mean, I know Mayweather's the type of cat, he'll always say, yeah, I'll get you in this, I'll get you in that, but I don't
90 seconds.
I don't think he's going to put him in there. Mayweather likes that spotlight, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to share with Anthony Joshua, that's for sure.
Well, all right, brother. Thank you for calling in, brother. And remember to subscribe to the channel because we do spontaneous shows like this. We're going to actually be doing a Sergey Kovalev, Andre Ward 2 HBO 24/7 review on Patreon.
60 seconds.
You being from Oakland, I don't know if you're interested. 60 seconds on the clock, 45 seconds for this caller. T from Toronto, go.
What up? All right, so in regards to the whole Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather thing, I kind of had to ask my dad a little boxing history question. When Ali fought Inoki back in '76, I asked him what was the premise behind that whole thing. He said it was a huge event. Everybody looked forward to it. Everybody loved it. Even though it wasn't a boxing match, nobody had a problem with it because it was the two best in their respective art forms. So everybody appreciated it. Just take it for what it's worth, man. It's entertainment. We know how the fight's going to go. Take it for what it is. Joshua fight on the undercard.
10 seconds.
Floyd laughed and said, well, shit, then I'm going to have to pay your ass. So that's not a real thing. I think they were just two brothers joking about the success and how much money they was making and how they could benefit from each other. I don't think there was no real merit to that.
Well, T, thanks for calling in. Got in right at the right time, but you are a patron, so you will be checking us out later on tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern time. We will be having a HBO 24/7 Ward Kovalev 2 review. We'll be taking a look at that episode and reviewing it in depth and that fight. So support us on Patreon at patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. My final thoughts are, I think it's going to happen. I remember when I thought this was not even a possibility. But as the days get closer, it looks like it's going to happen. Oscar panicking and going to the media with this letter, this cry to the fans, kind of gives me that feeling like, yes, this is really going to happen. Floyd's really going to get in between this Golovkin and Saul Canelo Alvarez pay-per-view, try to take back his date. And with a fight this big, of this magnitude, this type of a circus, he could possibly do that. My co-host?
I'm at the Hipster Hunter. You can find me at Mixed Combat News on Twitter, Matt Hunter TV on Instagram. My final thoughts. I think this is going to happen. I'm not as sure of my co-host Nestor thinking that it's going to be Floyd's way of taking over the date from Canelo. The fact that Canelo Triple G is in Vegas now on that date does present some issues. That cannot be ignored. Pay-per-view providers and companies do not like putting two pay-per-views at the same time on the same day. They often will not pick up the second pay-per-view, actually. There's historical precedent for that. So, I don't know. I don't know if Conor McGregor...
Let me interrupt you for 1 minute and ask, do you think that someone has someone's number and at the last minute they're like, hey, you guys really not going to do this kind of thing? Because I'm just saying the Conor Floyd one is a bigger pay-per-view, so the provider wants to, they want to sell that one. And
well, no, it's not the sound about.
We've seen two big fights in Vegas on the same date before. Canelo was there when Chavez was there. One was pay-per-view, one wasn't. Just saying.
I'm telling you this, pay-per-views rarely get second-day buys. So the idea of having two pay-per-views at the same time splits the market. It does.
I'm not saying two pay-per-views. I'm saying they hold out to see what Floyd's going to do because the providers themselves know that the Floyd pay-per-view is bigger. It's bigger.
I will assume that
Canelo's not guaranteed.
Time.
We can't guarantee Canelo does 1.5, Matt. We can't guarantee he does 1.5 with this, but we can guarantee.
Yes, we can.
Oh, that's speculation.
That's not speculation. If Canelo Chavez does over $1 million, then Canelo Triple G does easily 1.5. Anyways,
right, but you can guarantee that fucking Floyd does minimum $3 million.
Minimum 2.
Whoa! You're so disrespectful. He did 1.5 with Cotto, man. 2.2 with Canelo. He's gonna do minimum 2 with fucking Conor, bro. I gotta go. We gotta go. Where they can find you because you're running away with this one with the BS. This is the MMA side of him, man. He's got it.
I say Conor McGregor is the biggest name in combat sports.
Human pants on underneath his shorts.
Well, I already said where you can find me. Obviously, go to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to catch our next episode later tonight. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and we're going to see you guys soon. Peace. We out here.
Make sure to follow us on all forms of social media, especially Twitter and Instagram, to stay 100% updated on all shows, spontaneous, Patreon, everything, even coupon codes for our web store. You can head on over to ThaBoxingVoice.com/store to get a cool Boxing Voice shirt. And we're going to get out of here. See you all 10 p.m. on Patreon. Peace.